Hey everyone, it's Siobhan here. Today I'm going to do my June 2012 favorite things. This is the first time I've ever done a favorites video. I'm not really sure how it's going to turn out, but I'm excited to share some of the things that I like and maybe get to know you guys better and you guys get to know me a little better, because I don't really talk that much about myself in my hair videos. Yeah, I don't really think there's anything else for me to say. I hope you guys like my favorites, and if you have any favorites to suggest, please leave a comment and let me know. One of the first favorite things I'm going to tell you guys about is a documentary that I found on YouTube about the Real 300 Spartan warriors. I'm going to put links to a lot of this stuff in the information bar below, just in case you're interested. Anyway, the documentary is about an hour and a half, I would say, and I actually watched it while I was making dinner one night, and it is awesome. I'm a big fan of the actual 300 film, like the really cool sort of comic book looking film, but this is the story of the Real 300 and I thought it was awesome, so it's one of my favorites. I'm also really enjoying Ren Pure Organics shampoo and conditioner. I bought these in my local drugstore. I was looking for a new sulfate-free shampoo to try out, and they're really great. This is the moisturizing version. There's a couple different versions in different colored bottles. But what I thought was really cool about it is that on the back of them, they read, "These products are not tested on animals, they are tested on the Redmonds," which I guess is the family that makes this shampoo and conditioner. I only have really good stuff to say about this. It's awesome, I love it, I'm hooked. The next thing is Burt's Bees Lip Shimmer, like lip balms. And I bought the first one, this one, Watermelon, in the airport when we went to Disney World last month. And I just wanted something like a chapstick, and I thought it was really cool because they have like a color tint to them, but they're not quite a lipstick and they're not quite a lip gloss. I'm a big fan of sort of matte, anything matte, and this is a little shimmery, but it's not so like obnoxious. And I liked it so much I went out and bought another one, and this one's actually pretty dark. This is called Raisin, and this one is called Watermelon, and again, nothing but good stuff to say about these two things. Next thing I'm going to show you is a perfume that I just randomly bought in June. And I don't usually buy perfume. My husband, when we first started dating, I guess maybe because he has 3 sisters and perfume was sort of like the go-to gift, he bought me so much perfume. And the thing is, I don't actually wear any of it. Well, that's not true. I wear a lot of it, but not all the time. And this is definitely my new favorite perfume. This is by a company called L'Occitane, and the name of it is like Fleur Chérie. It's, I don't know exactly what like flower it is. I think it might be an orchid, and it's just so fresh and so lovely. It's very natural. It kind of stays on all day, and it was a little pricey, but as I said, I don't usually buy things like this for myself, so I didn't feel too bad about spending the money. And I've been carrying it around in my purse and like touching up, and it's great because I am a smoker, and you know, the smell of the smoke sometimes, if it gets in my hair, if it gets on my clothes, it can be sort of gross, and this covers it in a very, very subtle, lovely way. So yes, I'm a big fan of this perfume. The next thing is actually from a company called Jewelmint, which maybe you've heard of. I've been purchasing from them almost as soon as they opened their company. I'm a big Jewelmint fan. And I've been thinking about making some sort of review video just about the website in general, because I've watched a few videos, but I feel like there's not all of that sort of fine detail information in the background. If that makes any sense at all, I don't know, I can't speak today. Anyway, the thing that I got this month from them, because sometimes I'll buy like 1 or 2 pieces depending, but this month I only bought, or in June I only bought this. And it is these 3 little flower rings. There's like a little pink flower, a little sort of leaf, and a little purple flower. And then when you stack them together, they look really cute. Of course, you probably can't see them very well, so I'll take a picture and I'll link that below in the information bar. Or actually, maybe what I can do is link you guys to the page for this on Jewelmint. I've also been watching a lot of TV recently, like a lot. Maybe it has something to do with it just getting really, really hot outside and Finn not being in school, I don't know. But I just finished 2 different shows. I did the first season of Downton Abbey, and I'm looking for the second. I heard there's a few seasons, but I can't seem to find them. I have to purchase them on iTunes, and I'm not really sure if I'm gonna do that. But yeah, I really enjoyed the first season. There are some beautiful hair ideas. I haven't really tried any of them out yet, but I probably will. And the second show that I really liked was The Borgias Season 2, and that kind of premiered at the same time that Game of Thrones was premiering their Season 2. And of course you know that I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan, and so I was kind of like wrapped up in that and like couldn't really focus on anything else. I mean, I was just Game of Thrones for like 10 weeks. But I watched all of Season 2 of The Borgias back to back, and wow, it's really good. And that actor that plays Cesare Borgia, I think his name is like Francois Arnand, but I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. He is so hot, oh my god. And the girl that plays Lucrezia, I mean, she looks like an angel. I mean, like, she literally looks like an angel. She's so beautiful. So yeah, I have nothing but good things to report on those two TV shows. I really like them a lot. The next thing I want to mention that happened in June, that's another of my favorites, was Gay Pride. I have a lot of gay family members and friends, and they're very important to me. So I decided to go and meet up with a bunch of them and go to the parade. And of course we got this cool looking flag, and Fanula was a really big fan just because, you know, it's a rainbow. What little girl doesn't like a rainbow? She doesn't quite understand the concept of gay and straight yet, and I kind of like it that way. I think I'm going to try and keep it that way for a while. I definitely believe that we should all love who we want to love, and we should respect each other. And Gay Pride is just, it's one of my favorite sort of parades here in the city. They're really fun, outrageous, crazy, and it's hard to imagine why anyone would be discriminatory towards a group of people like them, because they're always so happy and fun and just pushing the boundaries and the limits and just enjoying life. So yeah, and of course here another perspective would be nobody chooses to be gay just because you have to face all of that prejudice all the time, and when you rather not have to deal with that. So it's just, you know, something to think about. But yes, Gay Pride in June in New York City is one of my favorite things. I saw 2 movies in the month of June in the theaters. The first one was Snow White and the Huntsman. Of course you guys know that because I recreated that cool battle ponytail braid thing. I really liked it a lot. I don't hate Kristen Stewart. I'm not the biggest fan of hers, but I thought she did really well. You know? I thought she did really well. I even liked that whole speech at the end that she gave, and I definitely enjoyed it. I don't think that it's for kids exactly. Probably that Mirror Mirror movie with Julia Roberts is a little bit more appropriate. I haven't seen that yet, but I'd like to. And the second film that I saw was Brave, which is amazing. Princess Merida is one of our new favorite princesses. We love her. We're obsessed with her. She is incredible. I'm so psyched that they finally have a princess who's not just a princess, but she's a hero. I mean, like, she's a great sort of role model for any and all little girls, so I loved that film. I also saw a YouTube preview for a movie called Les Miserables. It's coming out in December. Les Mis is one of my favorites. I've seen it on Broadway a few times. It's like a very special memory for me with my parents because I kind of grew up going to shows on special occasions, and that's just one of them that sort of touched me. That one and Phantom of the Opera, they're very special to me. So I'm looking forward to that, and of course Hugh Jackman is going to be in the film, and he's so incredible and wonderful. I love him, so yeah, I'm very excited about that. So I guess I could say that that was my favorite movie preview for the month of June. Another one of my June favorites is a Facebook page. It's a like page. I'll put the link below, and it's called Real Men Are Kind to Animals. It is absolutely adorable, so cool. There are a lot of people that like the page. I had never heard of it, I just kind of stumbled across it. I don't even know how I did that. But there's lots of pictures of different men of all ages taking care of or rescuing animals, and all kinds of animals, not just like domestic animals like cats and dogs, but just any kind of animal. So if you have a boyfriend or husband, brother, uncle, dad who has some sort of obsession with his pet, you can submit a photo, and I just think it's great. I really like it a lot, and I think you will too. One of my other June favorites, I don't have one to show you, but I'm sure that many of you have tried it, is the Starbucks Caramel Frappuccino. I'm a big fan of lattes, whether they're hot or iced, but I decided to give a caramel frappuccino a try, and it is awesome. I love it, especially with the whipped cream on top. So if you're near a Starbucks, you should check it out. I don't know if I've ever told you guys this, but like we live on the ground level of our apartment building, and as I was in the middle of talking about the next thing I'm going to tell you about, this man in a car like drove by, and like I guess he was stuck in traffic for a minute, the light hadn't changed, and he was like looking in at me talking to this camera, and I was just like, wow. I don't know how people vlog on the street in public. I don't know, it's not like the worst thing that you could be embarrassed by, but that was pretty embarrassing for a minute. I just kind of looked that way and I was like, oh my god. Anyway, so the next thing I was going to talk about was something that my husband and I were talking about a lot in June. We were talking about the zombie apocalypse, and we kept making jokes with our friends on Facebook, and like we came up with this whole plan, which I'm not going to tell you about because I'm sure you'll think that I'm crazy, but I know that you've heard on the news about like everybody eating everybody else, and that drug, it's called bath salts, which is super terrible and horrible, and if you're ever near someone who's doing that, run and hide. But yeah, it's kind of ridiculous how those stories were just sort of coming out one after another, and it wasn't just here in the States, they were all over the world. There were different stories that were popping up, and yeah, it kind of made you wonder what was going on for a minute. But yeah, we had a lot of fun making jokes for a couple of weeks there. Another thing that happened in June that was one of my favorites, my girlfriend Emily graduated from college, and I got to go to her graduation party and meet her family, and that was really great. She graduated from Queens College here in New York. When I was applying for colleges, I never even thought to apply for Queens College, but it's a really nice school. It has a beautiful campus. I was so surprised. I was thinking it was going to be kind of like CUNY Hunter, which is here at 68th and Lexington. It's like kind of a big building, but there doesn't really seem to be very much of a campus because it's in the middle of Manhattan, whereas Queens College had this huge campus. It really felt like we were kind of out in suburbia somewhere, like in a real college. It was really exciting to see her graduate. I'm very proud of her. It's a huge accomplishment anytime anyone graduates from college, especially if you're working and you're saving and you're paying for it and you're trying to do your own life chores and keep up with relationships. So tip my hat to you, Emily. I think that that's awesome, and I wish you the best of luck. I'm so proud of you. So I forgot one other YouTube video that I'm gonna link below. It's about Karen Klein. I don't know if you guys have heard, you probably have because it's been all over YouTube. Sort of heavy-set older woman was acting as a bus monitor on a bus, and I think upstate New York. I could be wrong about that. I'm not actually sure where she was. I saw the video and the news clip, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But anyway, she was just kind of riding as a bus monitor, sort of making sure that the kids were doing what they were supposed to be doing or not doing what they're not supposed to be doing. And they made fun of her. A few of them grabbed like an iPhone camera or something, and they started to record her, and they bullied her so badly that she started to cry. And then of course they uploaded it to YouTube, and everybody freaked out. Kind of like, this is horrible, you're terrible people, why would you do that? And somebody started like a fund for her to go on vacation, like let's raise $5,000, and it went up to like $600,000 or something like that. So I have a link below that I'm gonna put in the information bar. I'm just really happy. I hate bullies, like I hate bullying, and personally I know how it feels. I know what it feels like to be at the mercy of a bully, especially when you're not really sure what you can and can't do to protect yourself. But it was completely and totally uncalled for. It makes you sort of wonder like, what's happening to the next generation? Are they all awful? Or is that just like a small group of kids in upstate New York that are awful? But yeah, I don't know. That kind of touched me, so I figured I would enclose it in my June favorites. The next few things I'm going to tell you about are sort of like food items that I've just come to really like in the month of June. And the first one, I talked about it on my Facebook page, is white tea. I got this box at Whole Foods, but if you don't live near Whole Foods, you can, I think you can go into a Bed Bath & Beyond. I don't know, that's a chain here in New York. I don't know if it's elsewhere in the States. But you can probably order it online. It's basically like if you go into, well, here in New York, if you go into any Chinese food restaurant and you just sort of sit down, the first thing that they do is they serve you a pot of tea, and that tea is generally white tea. It's kind of bitter, sort of tasteless. I didn't really like it at first, and then I decided that I did. It took about 2 weeks for me to sort of adjust to it. And the reason that I got it was because, or decided to try it out, is I read so much stuff about it online and I thought, oh wow, it sounds like such a healthy thing for me to be consuming. Why don't I just add that to my diet? Like maybe I can have one in the morning or maybe one before bed or something like that. And it's definitely one of my new favorite things. I like it a lot. And so I thought I would recommend it. White tea. The next food item that I have, you guys are gonna laugh, I'm like showing you my groceries pretty much, is quinoa. I love quinoa, oh my god. There is so much nutrition in this one food, it is awesome. And I started writing about it on Facebook and apparently little kids across the board like this stuff. It is so good for you. This brand is called Near East and it's got like a flavor to it. It's rosemary and olive oil. I really like this brand. I haven't kind of come across any sort of quinoa recipes, and I bought the plain grains, like, because this, as I said, has flavor already sort of added into it, but I've got the plain ones, like a big box of the plain ones, and I would love to learn like how to put my own flavors on it, or what to use it for, because basically I'm just sort of grilling veggies and then like heating this up and it takes like 10 minutes and there's dinner. So if you have any quinoa recipes, I would love to hear them. It's definitely one of my new favorite foods, and I've sort of been substituting pasta for quinoa, and like I have dropped, I'd say, doing that and drinking the white tea, I probably lost 5 pounds without actually trying, which is really cool. I mean, I really wasn't trying to lose any weight and I all of a sudden did. So that's awesome. The last food item that I'm going to show you, you'll probably laugh a little bit. I'm sure all of you have seen that Jamie Lee Curtis commercial where she's eating Activia yogurts. I just bought them, or I buy them from my supermarket. They come in packs of 4. I'm sure that if you buy them at like Costco's or something, you can get like a big box of them. My daughter likes them. We haven't really tried any of the other flavors. We're kind of sticking to vanilla because that's sort of our favorite flavor, but I'll eat one for breakfast or maybe as a snack or something. And they're full of fiber, and I think they also have a lot of I guess what you'd call it acidophilus, that like sort of active culture, which is really good for the digestive system, and it's also really good for women's wombs. It kind of keeps that pH in balance. So yeah, you can look that up, acidophilus and women's womb. I actually take a supplement, an acidophilus supplement every single day, and I just think that it keeps me healthy. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm a big fan of these. I think they're really, really delicious and I love them. If you guys eat them or have tried the other flavors, let me know what you think about them. So the next 2 things I'm going to show you guys, they sort of go together. It is the Tresemme Split Remedy products. You might have seen them in your drugstore. This one's the Leave-In Split End Conditioning Treatment, and this is the Split End Sealing Serum. It says that, well, this one says it seals and shine for a polished finish, and this one reduces frizz for soft, smooth ends. I've been using them in tandem. I can't really tell you what the difference is between them, because this one's kind of like sort of thick, and this one's more like a hair oil, really. But I've been using them together when I come out of the shower and my hair's wet, and I have to say that I haven't had to do like a dusting or a trimming for split ends in a couple of weeks. So I guess that that's due to these products. I don't know. I like it a lot. It's really affordable. They smell nice, and on the back it reads that this product is not tested on animals, which is of course important to me. So all in all, I would say try them out. They're cool. Okay, the last thing is probably the most ridiculous thing. I have never had a hairdryer with a diffuser, and I kept seeing like video tutorials being uploaded for spring and summer that involved a diffuser. And of course it sparked my interest and I wanted to try it out, but at the same time I didn't really want to spend tons and tons of money on a really expensive hairdryer. So also because I don't use them a lot in the spring and summer, I kind of like let my hair air dry. But I definitely wanted to try it out. So I went into my local drugstore and they had several different sort of Conair brands. I think they had like a Revlon brand. And then they had this one. And it is the Twilight Limited Edition. I posted about this on my Facebook page because it's just ridiculous. the moment I saw it, I was like, wow, that is so weird. I have to buy that. And it was actually the cheapest one in my local drugstore. So yeah, I have used the diffuser. It's a pretty good one actually. It's not bad at all. I mean, it has like that swivelly like wire, and it has like hot, warm, cool, high, low, off. Obviously it has an off button, obviously. But yeah, I don't know, it's just really weird. It's Twilight limited edition. Yeah, what can I say? As for using a diffuser, it's really fun, like, to do once in a while, but I have naturally sort of wavy hair. It's not curly, it's not straight, and if I use this every single day, which I was doing for about a week, I make a lot of tangles and a lot of frizz. So doing those cool sort of beachy waves is going to be like a once in a while kind of deal for me. But all in all, I like it. So I don't really have anything bad to say about it, I guess. That's it, you guys. That's my June 2012 favorites. I know that it's obviously late. I didn't want to tell you about my July favorites because I felt like, let me cover June first. I guess at the end of July I'll have another video like this out. Didn't really read any books in June, but I just picked up 50 Shades of Grey from my supermarket, and I'm going to check it out. I'm a little weirded out by the whole storyline. It just seems kind of weird, like a trashy romance novel on crack, but I'll read it and probably let you guys know what I think come the end of July. Other than that, that's it, you guys. I hope that my favorites were entertaining, that you liked them. If you have any suggestions or anything at all, I guess, just leave me a comment or a message and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. Alright, you guys, bye.